The tower, pretty cool. Lots of stuff in here, and quite a lot of stuff that we have to do in here as well.
It's a crystal ball with tiny specks of light flitting back and forth inside. This must be where Klaxus trapped the souls of all those unfortunate people.
So we'll have to break that somehow.
These curtains haven't been washed in years. Typical. Evil alchemists spend too much time mixing potions and coming up with megalomaniacal schemes, and not enough time doing basic household chores.
Let's pull back the curtain, because there is a flask behind here.
There's something behind the curtain. Clever fellow, that Roper Klax. Who'd think to look there? It's a bottle containing a green liquid.
There we go. There are 5 of these flasks around the room, different colours. Here's a white one.
It's a bottle containing white liquid.
We're going to need to get all of these for brewing potions, but we can't get to all of them just yet. Here we have the spellbook.
This page has been torn out, leaving only part of it readable. If he bothered to tear it out, it must be important. Only part of this page is readable. It's a spell. Clouds and spiders' webs, plus, magic finger? If alchemy is anything like chemistry, that last one is probably some kind of catalyst or something. Clouds and spider web plus catalyst makes invisible?
Things like the cloud and spider web correspond to different flasks, and you have to figure out which is which.
It's a big old skull with a weird blue light inside.
To figure that out, you have to interact with each of the flasks. Let's pick them all up first. One of them is over here inside this skull.
It's a bottle containing a blue liquid.
The blue flask. And then here we have the cauldron. This is where you brew the potions.
It's a big cast iron pot simmering over a slow fire. It's a tap used for emptying the contents of the pot into a container. Empty vials.
And here's the yellow flask.
It's a bottle containing a yellow liquid.
That's all but the red flask, which we can't get yet. Let's go back to the spell book. We need to make this first spell, which is invisibility. But first we need to figure out which colour corresponds to which symbol. You can smell, touch, and listen to each one.
It smells like pearls of morning dew.
This will give you the clues you need to figure it out.
It has the texture of thin strands of hair. I can hear the rustling of tiny legs.
Rustling of tiny legs. Ew. The green is the spider web. So now we need to figure out which is the cloud and which is the catalyst. Let's look at the white one.
It smells like ozone.
Ozone. Well, there we go.
It feels moist and light. Fluffy almost.
This is quite obviously the cloud.
It sounds like distant thunder.
And thunder, just to make it even more obvious. So we've got our cloud, we've got our spider web, but which is the catalyst? Well, I'm gonna tell you, aren't I?
It smells hard to define. Sharp, decisive, earthy. It feels cool to the touch, like ice. I can hear a distant tingling sound like crystal bells.
Blue is all around very icy. This is actually the catalyst. So we've got that now as well, and we can make our potion. By the way,
it's a bottle containing a red liquid.
There is the red flask.
I can't reach that high.
Well, not with that attitude you can't. There is a window here.
The window's closed, and the glass is too foggy to see through.
And we can open it and call Crow.
I don't know how high up we are, but there are clouds below us and I can't see the ground.
So let's get off, Lute, and call our trusty friend. As you can guess, he's not going to be much help bringing a bottle down, especially considering I said that we can't get it yet. But I'm going to ask him anyway.
What's going on? Nice digs you found here, though I'd cut down on the mad alchemist decor just a little. It's just not you.
I don't plan on sticking around, Crow.
Heck, why not? You'll be mobile, home security is not an issue, and you can strike fear into the hearts of men.
When you put it like that, no.
Hey, up to you. So, why'd you call me?
What's going on out there?
What's going on is that we're currently cruising at an altitude of, very high.
And where are we heading?
We're very slowly going nowhere except up. There's no wind, remember? It'll start getting chilly and hard to breathe in a few hours, however. That won't be very pleasant.
I could use some help.
I'll try my best. Just let me know what you want me to do.
Think you can get that red flask for me, Crow?
Unless you want me to knock it down for you? No way. It's too large and unhandy for my claws.
Well, Kel Surprise. That's fine. That's not the way to get it. We don't need it yet anyway. Right now, all we need to care about is making the invisibility potion. So all we have to do is use the right ingredients in the right order on the cauldron, and that will make our potion. And we know the recipe, especially if you have it written down, like I do. Clouds first, so that's white. Spiderweb is second, so that's green. And then the blue catalyst. Every recipe ends with the catalyst, so you know to always use blue last. Makes it a lot easier to remember, but I do suggest writing them down on a piece of paper.
I'll just pour the finished potion into one of these vials.
So we've got ourselves an invisibility potion.
Like so. Fortunately, they're small enough to carry in my pocket.
So that's going to come in useful along the road.
It's a vial containing a magical essence that, with luck, will make me invisible.
But it's also going to come in useful right now, because we need it in order to get the other recipes. We need to leave the tower. If you remember in the last part, we saw a piece of parchment that was in front of a mirror. And when we tried to get it, an evil version of ourselves stopped us. But now we can go invisible if we take the invisibility potion.
I'm invisible! That's so cool!
And then we can take it.
Solid again. Good timing. I've got to hold on to this stuff. If nothing else, it's perfect for sneaking into clubs back home. It's a page that's been torn out of a book. From the intricate schizophrenic handwriting and the frighteningly detailed illustrations, I'd say it came from a spell book. I could be wrong, but no.
Well, we know exactly what that book is, don't we? So it's strange dialogue, really, because we needed to look at the spell book in order to make the potion that we needed to get this page, so weird. But whatever. Let's head back up to the tower, put the page into the book, and then we'll be able to make the other potions. We have to actually look at the book first and then use the page on it. It won't work otherwise.
Butterfly wings with clouds makes leaf? Makes you light as a leaf, probably.
So now we've got 4 more recipes and 2 new drawings. Let's have a look at the yellow bottle.
It smells like fresh flowers. It feels soft like satin and very fragile. It sounds like the rapid flapping of fragile wings.
Soft, fragile wings. That would be the butterfly. So butterfly is yellow.
Clouds with brimstone makes storm. Storm? I can bring the wind back with this potion. Brimstone with brimstone makes Big Bang. Ooh, like a firecracker. I always wanted a firecracker. Spider's webs and butterfly wings makes... What is that? A chain around a chaotic symbol? Chaotic like magic? Chain magic? Bind magic!
So the only drawing left is the brimstone. Therefore, we need to make the light as leaf potion, because the red flask is all the way up there. So we need to get light so that we can jump up there. It's also the only other potion that we can make right now, because the other three contain the brimstone. So it's pretty obvious, really. The recipe is butterfly, cloud, catalyst. So that's yellow, white, blue. And then we'll be able to drink that, defy gravity, get the red flask, and make the other potions. Because we need them all. Nicely enough, they've designed it so well that you have to make them all in order to leave this place, so you can't miss one.
I'll just pour the finished potion into one of these vials.
It's not like older adventure games where you would be able to leave here without making them all, and then be completely screwed later because you don't have one.
It's a vial containing a magical essence that's supposed to take off those few extra pounds in a jiffy. Those few extra pounds meaning, of course, everything. I'll just take a tiny little sip. Ooh, bitter. I do feel a little less weighty. If I put my mind to it, I could probably jump quite high.
You better put your mind to it then.
Whoa! I should save some of this stuff for the Olympic Games next year. It's a safe bet. I dominate the high jump and pole vault contests.
Naughty, naughty.
It smells like sulfur. Ow, it burns!
Sulfur burning. Sounds like flames.
It sounds like something's burning.
We already know what this is. That's all of them. We can make our other potions now. And we can get out of this place. Wind is white, red, blue. Big Bang is red, red, blue. And finally, Bind Magic is green, yellow, blue.
It's a vial containing an essence that can bring back the wind from wherever it's been trapped. I made this essence using brimstone with brimstone, which obviously is a pretty explosive combo, so a vial with some nitroglycerin, really. The magical essence in this vial is supposedly used for binding magic, whatever that means. Hold on to this vial, okay?
Oh, sure, holding on to stuff is a specialty of mine. What for?
I'll let you know. I want you to fly out there, Crow, as high as you can and empty the potion into the clouds.
Oh, what if there's lightning? I don't like lightning. Lightning has caused better birds than me to crash and burn. All right, I'll do it. I'm the ever-faithful Crow.
Uh-oh, I guess it's working.
That's done with. There's still quite a bit left in the bottle in case you need it later on.
Well, that guy's crotch wasn't awkward at all, was it? So, we are finally back at the city, so we can go back to Captain Nevervey and give him the wind.
Captain Nevervey?
Huh? Oh, it's just you. Where have you been?
Where have I... Don't you remember? I went north to find Roper Klacks and get him to release the wind.
Oh, aye. You know, the wind did pick up mysteriously last night, but,
But what?
I don't trust it to not die down in a few hours. Or at the most, a day or two.
But I destroyed the alchemist. I even set his prisoners free from the rock they were trapped in, destroyed the soul stone, sailed back here in his floating castle, and you don't believe a word of it, do you?
Not a word.
Great. I did defeat Roper Klacks.
Uh-huh. Do you have his severed head somewhere on you?
I beat him. I didn't say I killed him.
Of course you didn't.
Can we set sail for Elias now?
Well, the wind has picked up a bit, but I don't trust the good weather to last. I don't want to be sitting dead in the water come tomorrow afternoon, so I'll wait a few days more.
Thanks for nothing.
He doesn't believe that the wind is back, so we have to show him that we have the wind in our pocket. Where is the thing?
Captain Nevervey?
Huh?
I got something you want.
What? Well, out with it, girl. What is it?
Oh, nothing. You do remember our deal, don't you?
I? Remind me what the deal was again?
That if I defeated Roper Klacks and brought the wind back, you'd give me a lift to the Isle of Elias.
Sure. The day I see a girl like you bring down a powerful alchemist like Klacks is the day I hire a woman to be my navigator.
Well, look at this.
By the balance, girl, that's a strong grog you got there. What is it? Tyron spice wine?
It's the wind. Watch this.
Sweet jowl, that's a strong wind. You got some mighty powerful magic there, girl.
And there's more where that came from.
Care to share some of it with us? With that magic, we could make good time to Gien. Pick up a cargo full of apples and be back here before the competition got, wind of what was happening.
Sure. If you give me a ride to Elias, as promised.
Balance be cursed. Women aboard? When will it ever end? Jowls, bowels. Be here by this afternoon, or we'll sail without you.
As if you'll get far without my wind magic. And you did say something about hiring a female navigator?
Damnation! Do you insist on remembering every little thing I say, girl? Don't you know that Jowl has forbidden women from riding the waves?
Sounds like a bunch of sexist bullshit to me. But it's your choice. I got the wind in my pocket. Now you learn to treat women with a little respect.
I've run out of curses, girl. Jowl be damned, I am in desperate need of a navigator anyhow. All right. You be here by this afternoon with your navigator. It's not as if I ever put much faith in the teachings of the drunken prophet Jowl myself.
Still can't leave. We need to find a navigator now, preferably a female navigator. And it just so happens, we know one of those. We just haven't met her yet. We have one last map to deliver, and that is our map of the Northlands to Tun Layak in the Journeyman Inn. Have one guess what her profession is. Yes.
It's a blue woman. And you know, no big deal. I've seen it all. A blue woman is just run-of-the-mill now.
So that is Tun Layak, and that is her map.
It's a map of the Northlands. Pardon me, ma'am.
I'm sorry, young woman, but I do not wish to speak with anyone presently.
Fiona, is that you?
Pardon me for intruding, ma'am, but is your name Tun Layak?
Yes, I'm Tun Layak.
I have a delivery for you.
Oh, a map of the Northlands. I had almost forgotten I ordered it.
Sorry about that. I came by a few days ago, but you weren't here.
No, I was looking for work. Thank you kindly, young woman. I will need this map now, if I am to make it to Khorasan by foot.
Why are you going to Khorasan by foot?
I can ill afford the cost of passage on a ship bound for the Bay of Fire, and since I do not have a job, nor the prospect of getting one, I have little choice.
Are you from Khorasan?
No, I am from the Southlands. I have never been to Khorasan.
Then why are you going there?
Because I am told that in Khorasan, captains allow women to join their crew. Here, in Marcuria, they do not.
So I've been told. But you shouldn't have to go somewhere else to get a job. That just isn't fair.
Fair or not, it is custom, and custom is a difficult thing to change.
Why are you so depressed?
Is it that apparent to you? I do beg your pardon. It was not my intent to burden you with my dark mood.
It's okay, I don't mind. I'd like to help if I can.
I do not think you can. Unless you were the captain of a ship, and you could hire me as your navigator. But you are not, and so you cannot help me.
Well, actually, now that you mention it...
You're a navigator?
Yes, and I have a letter to prove it. Do you want me to show it to you?
No, I believe you. And you're looking for a job?
I have been looking, now, for many moons. But most captains do not want women on their crew, and so I am leaving for Khorasan in the morning.
I got a job for you, if you want it.
A job? As a navigator?
Yeah, on a boat called the White Dragon. We're leaving this afternoon, if you're interested.
If you are serious, then yes, I am more than interested. But will the captain allow a woman as his navigator?
This one will, trust me. Because if he doesn't, he's not going anywhere. Just pack your stuff and head down to the docks. Talk to Captain Horatio Nebeve of the White Dragon. Tell him I sent you. The name's April Ryan.
Thank you, April. I am Tun Layak. I am most grateful to you. Will you be going with us?
Yeah, so I'll see you there.
Thank you so much.
So that is it. We can leave now on the boat, finally. What I'm going to do first, though, is I'm going to head back to the map merchant. Let's go and get fired.
There you are! I'm in a mind to fire you. I expect you still haven't delivered the map of the Northlands to Tunlayak at the Journeyman Inn?
I took care of that delivery ages ago.
Really? Well then, I can finally fire you. You're the most incompetent errand boy I've ever had. Give me the delivery list and get out of here!
I think I left that list somewhere far away.
Ye gods, not only do I have to deal with your incompetence, but now the guild will skin my hide and hang it up to dry.
Welp, sorry. We don't need to deliver any more maps anyway, so it's fine. One last thing, I'm just going to go and talk to Tobias.
You have returned from your trip north. It is good to see you again. I was concerned.
You're worried about little old me? That's sweet. And guess what? I kicked some alchemist ass while I was up there. Bet you didn't think I'd be able to do that.
Then you have lost your wager. I knew you would. After all, you are... I was worried because of the trouble in the West.
What trouble?
The Tyrant. They left the city all as one, the evening before yesterday, and many of the vanguard with them. I fear there are dark times ahead.
You don't mean war, do you?
War, yes. It has been an age and a half since our last war with the Tyrant. But relations have always been strained, and now, whipped into religious fervor by the vanguard, the Tyrant are thirsty for blood and for revenge. They are a people bound by violence and without honor, and easily seduced by the prospect of a holy war.
God, that's horrible. But the city's safe, isn't it? It's a big city.
Yes, but unfortunately not well armed. Marcuria has not seen war for centuries, and people grow soft, forget how to fight. It can easily be taken by a strong army, and so I fear our safety. And yours.
What did you mean when you said, after all, you are...
Forgive an old man his misgivings, April, but I should have trusted you before.
Of course you should have. With what?
With the truth. That you are the one who will watch over us for 1,000 years. That you are of the balance, and the balance is in you. That you are the one born into the heaviest duty of them all. You are the guardian to be, April, the 13th guardian of the balance.
No! No, that's a lie. I'm not your guardian. That's not possible.
It is certain. I had my doubts, unfortunately. It could have cost us the balance, and I made a mistake. But it is certain now. You are stronger in the balance than anyone before you.
God damn, Cortez, he didn't say anything about... If I'd known, I wouldn't have come here. I would have... I don't know what I would have done, but I wouldn't have come here.
Maybe he did not know, or maybe he did. And he knew it would be wiser not to tell you. But I am telling you now because you cannot stay here. You are too valuable. You must leave.
I am leaving for Elias this afternoon.
Good. The Tyrant are not a seafaring people, and the islands are probably the safest place to be right now. Before you go, I want to give you something to carry with you. I spent the night looking for it in the Enclave. It has been gathering dust for over 10,000 years.
Oh, Tobias, I can't accept anything that old.
You are not accepting it. It is yours. The Fathers have only kept it safe for the day when the 13th Guardian would come to collect it. And now you are here. Please, take it. It is the Talisman of the Balance. Known to but a few, it is mentioned in one text only, the Scriptures of Reunification, one of the 13 Scriptures of the Balance.
What does it do?
The Scripture speaks not of its purpose, but it is yours, whatever it is. I am certain it will help you once you find its purpose. It has strong magic, very strong.
Thanks, Tobias. I really do appreciate it, even though I wish I didn't have to accept it.
You are the Guardian, child. Your fate is both glorious and terrible. But it is your fate. If you deny it, you deny our future. But I have faith in you, April.
That's what I'm afraid of. What if I screw up?
The balance provides. The balance protects. Trust the balance, and trust yourself. Goodbye, and good luck on your journey.
Well, damn. Way to drop a bomb on me, Tobias.
The Talisman of the Balance. Tobias gave this to me.
Wednesday morning, August 2nd, 2209. Vestrum Tobias tells me I am the Guardian-to-be, the 13th such, and that my fate is to watch over the balance for 1,000 years. You don't just toss something like that out without warning or some consideration to the fact that I'm just a normal person. I mean, if I'd been raised knowing that someday I'd have to go to some tower in the middle of nowhere and stay there for 1,000 years, then maybe, just maybe, I'd have been able to deal. Not like this, though. This is just so not fair. I mean, I had plans for my life. I have friends. Not a lot, but a few. A family, whatever I mean to them at this point. At least they're around. In 1,000 years, there will be nothing left for me. Nothing to remind me of me. I'll be lost and alone. I don't know if I can deal with that. But then what choice do I really have? What choice does any of us have?